Welcome along to our induction ceremony for the 2018-2019 student leaders. I would like to start this ceremony off with an acknowledgement of country. I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, the Darug people, and pay my respects to their elders, both past, present and future, for they hold the memories, the traditions, the cultures and the hopes of Aboriginal Australia. The land at which we meet today has been shaped by the dreaming and stories passed through the generations, allowing us to appreciate the richness of Indigenous culture. We owe it to future generations to keep this culture alive. And as I read this acknowledgement, it's a very special acknowledgement because this has been written and gifted to the school by Ricky Mule, one of our Year 12 Indigenous leaders, and Ricky has left this as his gift for future students to be able to read and acknowledge. So I'd like to start today with our induction process and our ceremony. So what we're doing is we're thanking our current existing school leaders and handing over their badges to the new incoming leaders. So I'd like to start this by a quote that I like on leadership. It says, "Leaders must be tough enough to fight, tender enough to cry, human enough to make mistakes, and humble enough to admit them, strong enough to absorb the pain, and resilient enough to bounce back and keep on moving." And our group of 2018 school leaders that you see here on stage are absolutely no exception. It's been a pleasure to work alongside and mentor our student leaders for the past year. Each of these students that you see here on stage has brought something unique to the role. We have sporting stars, we have academics, we have creating and performing artists, all of whom have left Glenwood High School a better place. Our 2018 prefects began this year with a highly successful Spirit Week that went for 5 days, recess and lunch each time, and the purpose of this was to introduce not only our new Year 7 students but also our new school teachers to the opportunities that exist here at Glenwood. We were able to initiate a very important mentoring program for the Year 7 students, where the students went to Connect class and delivered the PBL lessons, which is our positive behaviour for learning, on a weekly basis. They also started a group called Chill, Chat and Colour, which occurs on a Tuesday lunchtime, which is an opportunity for people to take some time out to be mindful and reflect in this really busy life that we have. They've continued on with our Teacher Appreciation Weeks, where we write thank you notes to the staff for the job that they do and recognise and acknowledge their work. And they also kept on going with our Jukebox Friday lunch, so for anybody who lives locally, I'm sorry for the noise sometimes. But I would like to say there was a lot of good choices, so there was some 1980s, 90s music coming out. At the moment, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our current school leaders, and I ask Ms Sonia Anderson to present them with our Michelle Rowland Award for Excellence in School Leadership. Our first award recipient is Becky Rowland. Patrick Gleeson. Alana Head. Napun Wellapuli. Nicholas Balcom. Aaron Blakemore. Rowland Bockenham. Jackson Bunting. Charlotte Dawson. Jaden Hall. Blake Illich. So now it's with anticipation that we hand over the role of the school and student leadership from our 2018 leaders to our 2019. I look forward to what our newly elected leaders will bring to this challenging yet rewarding role. So the process that started a few years ago was that we actually change places now with our current leaders and our new leaders. So what will happen is we'll have our badges handed over by our existing captains. So our first captain is Courtney Peters. Aryan Singh. Our Vice Captain, Prithvi Mistry. And Mitchell Buter. And our 2019 prefects, Ryan Blacker. Brooke Bonner. Alicia Callanan. Ryan Glanville. Nathaniel Henderson. Uran Hederiachi. Kelly McDougall. Madison Orchard. Ashvia Purewal. Taylor Scutts. Ishan Singh. Alexandra Walker. On applying for the role as house captains, captains and prefects, we have a very strict criteria. So at this moment, I'd like to ask our two new captains to lead our prefects in their prefect pledge for the next year.
We, the duly elected leaders of Rowland High School, do promise to uphold the ethos of our school, both in practice and in spirit, to represent all fellow students equally, to be positive role models, to strive for excellence, and to do our best to enhance Rowland High School's image of the wider community.
So we have one last duty for our two captains for 2018-19, and we have put Patrick on a time frame because we know he likes to talk. Okay, and morning tea's waiting.
Good morning parents, teachers and students. My name is Becky Wan and this is Patrick Gleason. For the last time, we stand here before you and say that we are Glenwood High School's school captains for 2018. Today, we see the induction of next year's prefect body, and as captains, we are proud to be succeeded by Arian and Courtney, as well as the amazing team of leaders seated before us. Knowing each of you as we do, you are incredible leaders in your own right, but collectively, you have made an exemplary team that we are confident will go the distance, pushing new boundaries.
To our 2018 prefects, we thank you for your inclusivity, your mentoring, your years of contribution, and your inspiration. We are grateful to you for being wonderful role models for the rest of the school. Your legacy will stay with the school for many years to come.
Most importantly, a massive thank you to Ms. Powell on behalf of all the 2018 prefects. You have done so much for us over this past year, pushing us to be bigger and better and work towards making Glenwood a better school. Your work ethic and compassion for us is truly admirable and very much appreciated.
Looking at the group sitting before us, we can see an incredible leadership team. All of you have your own talents and strengths that will contribute to create something truly great. This next year is going to fly by so quickly, so we encourage you to make the most of every opportunity.
As a leadership team, we encourage you to inspire your peers and lead by example, while continuing to practice the high standards at Glenwood High School. We are sure that this role will fit you perfectly, and once again, congratulations to the 2019 prefect body. In addition, Patrick and I would like to call upon the incoming captains, Arian and Courtney, to present to them a congratulatory gift.
Good luck in your role. We know you'll do us proud.
Good morning, students, teachers and parents. Standing here today, I can tell you how proud I am to have worked with the 2018 House Captains. Over the past year, these 16 students have demonstrated exemplary motivation to fulfil their duties as House Captains and uphold the high quality values of what is expected of a student leader within our school. They have been role models for other students at Glenwood High School, providing direction and encouragement during sporting carnivals, promoting participation in our PBL reward system, and raising overall student awareness for important issues such as cancer during the several school-wide fundraising events. During November last year, they assisted in the organisation of Movember and helped raise more than $1,700 for men's health issues such as prostate cancer. Also in November, the House Captains had a key involvement in the inaugural McMaster Shield, an idea orchestrated by Patrick Gleeson. This day is an opportunity for students from the support units of our school and neighbouring schools to compete against each other in sporting events. Despite horrible weather, the House Captain's willingness to help out wherever needed was influential in making the day a success. This set the benchmark for what is to be an ongoing tradition which will grow in the future. Seeing these students develop true leadership skills was evident during the fundraising event Relay for Life, in which they showed both physical and mental endurance to spend 24 hours walking as a team around Castle Hill Showgrounds. In the weeks leading up to this, these students worked together to raise almost $7,000 for Cancer Council New South Wales, taking our combined total over the past 3 years to more than $20,000 for this important cause. This would not be possible without the hours of time they gave up, both during and after school, in order to reach our goals. They represented Glenwood High School with pride and showed the wider community some of the great things our students can do. These students often work tirelessly behind the scenes, establishing new initiatives for the school and further developing existing ones without expecting recognition. The following quote echoes this sentiment. "Sometimes leadership is planting trees under whose shade you'll never sit. It may not fully happen till after I'm gone, but I know that the steps we're taking are the right steps." To the outgoing House Captains, know that you have taken these right steps and you have left your mark on the future of Glenwood High School. We all thank you for the effort you have put in, and it is deserved that many of you have carried on to become our new school prefects. To the 16 new House Captains for 2019, I can't wait to see what their next year has in store for us. So far from our few brief meetings we have already had, I can see that you have the attributes to be excellent student leaders. Today we officially welcome you to your new leadership role at Glenwood High School. Representing Acacia, Rose Galici. Justin Orcor. Lachlan Murray. And Ebony Turton. Please congratulate the Acacia Outback. Representing Baronia, Tyler Berglund. Georgia Dickinson. Wilson Lee. And Rebecca Tan. Please congratulate the Baronia High. Representing Coolabah, Ashaya Barambe. Georgia Brennan. Smith Doshi. And Chloe Kirkness. Please congratulate the Coolabah staff. Representing Tilopia, Isaac Mulder. Holly Beggs. Ishita Katia. And Carla Knight. Please put your hands together for Tilopia.
Okay, thank you very much. So that brings our official ceremony to a close, but before we leave, I would like to have one last round of applause to thank our outgoing prefects. And wish the best of luck to all our new leaders, our 2019 house captains, prefects and captains. I'd just like to invite all of our new student leaders, our student leaders that are leaving, and parents and guests to exit the hall. We're going to stop just at the top of the grass section up here outside G Block, where we can take some photos and then head into the library for morning tea.